The transatlantic slave trade, also known as the triangular trade, was the practice of buying and selling human beings for the purpose of labor and exploitation. From the 15th century to the 19th century, millions of Africans were forcibly taken from their homelands and shipped to the Americas to be used as slaves. This form of exploitation was incredibly profitable and had a profound impact on the history of the world. In the late 18th century, the slave trade was finally brought to an end and the practice of slavery was abolished. This article examines the abolition of the African slave trade and slavery in the United Kingdom, United States, Mexico, and Brazil between 1807 and 1888. In 1807, the United Kingdom passed legislation to abolish the slave trade. This was the first major step taken to end the practice of buying and selling humans for labor. The Slave Trade Act 1807 declared it illegal to buy or sell slaves within the British Empire. This act also provided for vessels to be seized and those involved in the slave trade to be prosecuted. This was the first step in the official abolition of the slave trade and a major step in the eventual emancipation of slaves in the British Empire. In 1808, the United States passed the act prohibiting importation of slaves. This act made it illegal to import slaves from foreign countries into the United States. This was a major step taken by the United States to end the practice of slavery. The act was an important step in the eventual abolition of slavery in the United States and helped set the standard for other countries in the New World. In 1824, Mexico passed a law that abolished slavery in the country. This was the first country in the Americas to officially abolish the practice of buying and selling humans for labor. This law was extremely progressive and helped set the standard for other countries in the region. In 1833, the British Parliament passed the Slavery Abolition Act. This law abolished slavery in all British colonies and provided for the emancipation of all slaves in the British Empire. This law was a major step in the global abolition of slavery and one of the most important laws in history.